celebrating 15 years of this beloved foolery.
You know the difference between Jeff and Jeremy and a U.S. savings bond? One of them eventually matures and earns money. Jeff is such a douchebag.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
All right, Jeff and Jeremy here. We got our buddy Jen Bravo back from Paso Robles Wine Country Alliance, PasoWine.com. This is a fun event coming up this weekend. And, I mean, Jen, you tell me, it's kind of like Harvest a little bit, right? Like a lot of wineries are going to be doing their own thing. They're going to have, you know, when they celebrate that harvest is over, they have parties, and that'll be going on this weekend. But you guys are also adding a tasting element downtown.
Yeah, so this weekend typically was ZinFest, as we all still kind of call it, but we've rebranded it and rechanged it to Spring Release Weekend. This is the time of year, kind of the opposite end of harvest, when all the wineries are releasing their new wines. They've got pickup parties going on, so it's just, and it's a 3-day weekend. So all the wineries have barbecues and dinners and vineyard tours and all sorts of stuff going on. And then we have a big new walk around tasting that is a new kind of element on Friday night.
Is this kind of the unofficial kickoff to the tourist season for Paso Wine?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I have a question
Which means
for
you can't get a reservation downtown Paso at a restaurant unless you book a week in advance. Jen, listen, man.
Weeks in advance.
Coming from the 5 cities, just wanting to go up and have like an early dinner at 4:00, I thought, no problem. I went to,
Nope.
I mean, I knew Gaucho was going to be like ridiculous, right?
Right.
And I knew certain restaurants were going to be crazy, but everybody was crazy. It was nuts. I had to come back to slow. So now I learned my lesson. I mean, because I love it up there. But so Friday, 5 to 7, that's fun. Why'd you do a Friday instead of a Saturday?
Yeah, so as you guys know, our big one coming up, Wine Fest weekend in May, has always been, the big tasting has been at the downtown parks. This year, we're really excited. We moved that to the event center for more space and more room and just bigger and better. So we wanted to still kind of have something in the park, because the park is such a killer space. It's charming, it's fun, it's beautiful. It's right downtown, surrounded by all those restaurants that we can't get into. So we're doing a 2-hour walk around tasting on Friday night from 5 to 7. There's 44 wineries.
Oh, wow.
We've got live music from Dante Marsh. Thanks, Sue's hooked me up with him. Bad news.
Sue's never heard of her.
Oh, yeah. Who's that?
I know Dante Marsh, but I've never heard of it. Who's this Suze?
Who's that chick? Bad news is the event's been sold out for about a week. But the good news is, luckily, you guys know somebody who knows somebody who set up, just for your listeners, an access code, PasoWine.com, spring release. It's called Jeff and Jeremy. If you use that today, you can buy some secret tickets to the walk around tasting on Friday night.
So you're saying
tell my boss.
It's sold out, but you're able to do a special code if they type in Jeff and Jeremy. Now, what if they spell it wrong? Like, what if they spell Jeff GEOFF?
They don't deserve to come anyway.
We have the worst spellers. We have the worst spellers.
Then your guy.
You know what the code should have been? 1, 2, 3. That should have been the code. All right, Jeff and Jeremy, and just that's spelled JEFFANDJEREMY. No extra E on the end. I'm not a Jeremy. Okay, so
it worked. I just tested it out. It totally worked.
Yay.
Yeah. So that's but you got to spell it right. Okay.
Just in the future, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 9, 3, 3. No, okay, no, it's fine.
Small words like and.
I'm a bad speller too, especially when it comes to names. I always screw up name spellings, but
that's
I think
right. You want to know
easy.
It's funny? I Googled you guys this morning just to make sure I was spelling. There was no E after Jeremy, to make sure too. So
what did you find? What did you find when you Googled it?
Lots of. I can't share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You Googled yourselves?
Pictures of me in bikinis. Like, it's disgusting. All right. Jeff puts all this stuff on the internet.
I've never Googled ourselves. It's what are you, some kind of pervert, Jen? I mean, come on.
Do it right now. Okay, so we're talking Friday night downtown. This is for tickets to the sold out tasting. Just the Jeff and Jeremy is the code. Go to PasoWine.com. And when I go to PasoWine.com, is it really relevant right on the front page?
If you can either click events and you'll see spring release, or if you scroll down like 2 scrolls, 1 scroll, you'll see spring release weekend. You click into that. There's There's a buy ticket button. It takes you to the site. It's like 3 clicks.
I mean, there's no better way to kick off the weekend than strolling around the park too, and drinking some wine, and then go do your stuff at the wineries on Saturday and Sunday.
And we've got
the weekend.
A really cool seminar happening earlier in that day, which I actually think there are a couple tickets left to that. It's out at Castoro Cellars. I think it's from 2 to 3:30. I should know that. Chris Toronto leads it. 2 to 3.
How's Chris doing? Does he? I haven't seen him since the pandemic started. Does he still have a beard? Like, how is that guy?
He still has a beard. He's still surfing all the time. He got a new dog. It's like this giant dog.
Okay, cool.
Named like some Star Wars character name. I forget.
Yeah, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Something like that.
I'm not a Star Trek fan either. I mean, Star Wars. Sorry.
So, but he's doing good. He's leading a really cool a new release seminar at Castoro earlier in that day. And there's going to be Alta Clean is going to be there, Ancient Peaks, My Favorite Neighbor, Castoro, of course, and Cast too. Right. So that's happening. And then the whole weekend is full. Like on the website, pasowine.com, you can see there's probably 60 plus events happening. Like I said, anything from vineyard tours and barbecues and live music.
Start booking your transportation now. Hit as many as you can. And, you get to have these great wines. You get to support Paso and the wine country and have
the weather's going to be gorgeous.
Time, right? Yeah.
It's going to be like 76 degrees. It's going to be beautiful.
And then how's Joel doing? Does he have a Cro-Magnon beard now? Or did he grow a beard during the pandemic? Or is he?
He tried 1 week. And then I think we all teased him so bad that he probably won't.
So we love Joel because he worked before he worked with you guys. He worked at the Firestone Brewery, right?
Yeah.
He was only there for 2 months, but in 2 months he gave Jeff and I 2 Patagonia shirts that said Firestone Walker on them. I know.
don't even have one of those.
And now we haven't seen him since.
He's swagged out.
Busy.
Out. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm thinking he might have stole them and then got fired and he got a job with you guys. I don't know
that could be. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So PasoWine.com, Jeff and Jeremy is the code, and you can get tickets to go to this event on Friday. It's 5 to 7 p.m. downtown in the park. Awesome. Get down there, release some stress, hang out with some friends. The pandemic's over. No more masks. Let's have some fun. PasoWine.com, Jeff and Jeremy.
Yeah. I have a question before we let you go, and that is my daughter had this question, and you're the only person, you or Chris or Joel would be the points on this.
Uh-oh.
We were at the Children's Museum the other day, and they have that. I don't know how long it's been since you've been to the Children's Museum. Probably
the
a while.
Ball of Grapes.
Yeah, the grape stomp, and my daughter, she really wants to do a grape stomp, but like a real grape stomp.
Right.
Is there probably not this weekend, but probably around harvest time? Is there places that
100%?
Do that?
Yes. So you guys know usually we have Spring Release Weekend now, Wine Fest Weekend, and we have Harvest Wine Weekend. We also changed it this year. It's Harvest Wine Month, right?
Okay.
So now we're celebrating the whole month. We're inviting people to come to Paso for the whole month, not just one weekend. Wineries are going to be doing stuff that whole entire month of October. Cool. There are several places that do grape stomps. A great one for you to take her to is up the street from you, or you guys moved, but at Castoro Cellars, they do one. Cast does one. There's probably a half a dozen.
And these are all ages? Because I know Opolo does one, but you'll be hanging out with a bunch of people that got Opolo'd.
Yeah, the best one, honestly, that's family friendly is the one at Cast.
Okay.
The one at Castoro is really family friendly.
Okay, and that's Bethel Road, Templeton, right off the 46 West.
She can go and stomp grapes and get all.
Oh, good. Good to know. Yeah. Good to know. Yeah, she's like, I really want to do this for real, and I'm like, well,
she can.
Let me ask
I think you do it for like 10 seconds. You're like, okay, I've done it. It ends up being work after 10 seconds.
I hope she gets over her fear of germs, because I was like, your feet turn red when you do that. And she's like, oh, but I still think it would be really fun. I was like, okay, because she's got this like germ thing going on where hand sanitizer after she comes out of every single place. And
like what she just went through.
Hose her down and she'll be fine.
Yeah,
exactly. Foot sanitizer for. All right, Jen Bravo, great to see you.
Cool, great to see you guys.
All right, go to PasoWine.com. Yeah, go to PasoWine.com to find out all the events. If you want to hit one of the 60 different events over the weekend, Friday night tasting, just click on it. It does say sold out, but use the code Jeff and Jeremy, and you can buy tickets still. That's so nice of you. All right, good luck. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, guys. You too.
Careful. You don't want to learn from this. Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ. Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.